say? I mean, think about it. You wouldn't say, wherever I am, air is. Wherever I am. You wouldn't make it an affirmation. Wherever I am, air is. Wherever I am, air is. People think you're crazy. And if we ended the service that way, wherever we are, air is. People would think we're a cult. As if they don't already. It would just get worse then, so don't say that. But anyway. So, what's the difference? Wherever I am, air is, we know. That's why it sounds silly. Wherever I am, God is, we believe. And the difference is from here to the moon. And so today, we want to take the powerful, holy step of closing that gap and moving and shifting from a believer to a knower. Another thing that we would never say, ever, if we were going for a walk with our dog, we would never go for a walk with our dog and say, wherever I am, dog is. Wherever I am, dog is. It'd be really silly because we know the dog is there. Now, I don't think, however, that it's an accident. I think it's a cosmic joke. And it's a little clue. What do we see if we look at this word in a mirror? Dog. They often say a dog is man's best friend. Well, look in the mirror. God is man's best friend. But we can begin to glimpse the essence, the presence, the Spirit of God through a dog. Because God is unconditional love. So happy to see you, to be with you, accepting you just the way you are. The essence of God we can see. So this is kind of this trick I think the universe is playing on us. So I like to think of my dog, and so I take my dog for a walk a lot, for a run, and I like to think of her as God when I'm walking her. It's just a fun exercise. I'm with God right now. So I take my dog and I pretend like it's God. And everyone's attracted to my dog. Because that essence, that unconditional love, everyone wants to pet her, touch her, call her, they're so overwhelmed with her very presence. They just love her. And the irony of the whole thing is this. When they're in the presence of my dog, they actually feel the connection and the presence to God without all the dogma. So anyway, I took her for a walk this past week, and I tied her up to a pole outside this restaurant, and I gave her a ball because she loves to play fetch. So I gave her a ball, and I went inside and I ordered some chicken and rice and stuff. And I sat, as I waited for the order, I sat by this big giant window, and there was my dog, and she had a ball, loves to play fetch, and we're looking at each other, and she's looking at me through the window, and she opens her mouth, and she's on a hill, and the ball rolls out. Ball, where's the ball? Get the ball. She starts doing her thing. But she knows she's chained up. And so she moves forward just to the edge of where that, she goes forward, then she feels it, and then she leans into it. And she starts doing her dog thing. So she's looking at the ball, and she starts doing her thing. The ball. Gotta get the ball. Gotta get the ball. I mean, she's just laying out. Giving it all the love and enthusiasm in Theos, God within, acceptance, joy, peace, the essence of God. And I'm watching my dog thinking, you're crazy, dog. There's not enough love, joy, and peace in the world that can give you the power to get that ball to come up to you. It's impossible. You're crazy. What are you thinking? You're not. I don't care how much love, joy, and peace you throw at it, it's not coming up the hill. And there's like 8 people in there watching with me, and we're all laughing because God's essence is contagious. And she's letting it all out now. She's just holding nothing back. Tail going crazy, wagging her, doing everything. Ball, gotta get the ball. Focused intention. You gotta know what you want to get it, right? She knows the ball. So she's looking at it, and there's a guy who's like way far away walking, and we can see him through the windows. Like 8 or 9 of us watching this. There's a guy walking, he's going in a complete different direction than toward this activity. But he looks and he sees my dog going, ball. And he sees the ball and he starts laughing and he's just the light. And so this guy who's going in the opposite direction changed his trajectory, his course, began to move over to the ball. My dog willed this man to do her bidding. He's like, I can't help but I can't stop. I must get the ball for this dog. And everyone's in the restaurant watching, just laughing our heads off. So the guy picks the ball up in a bowler style, rolls it up the hill. My dog's at the top one. Gets the ball, turns to me in the window. I told you so. Got the ball. She did what I literally thought is impossible moments earlier. I thought you can't do this. You can't get the ball. But I was thinking limitedly, wasn't I? I was thinking limited ego thinking. She was outside that limited thinking. Just moving in God's energy, because there's enough love. Enough love can create any miracle, because love is what? God. Now think of this. Who is it that got the ball and gave it to my dog? It was a guy, but the guy had awakened in him the essence of God, which is love, joy. And so the essence of God was awakened in him through the power of my dog. Therefore, God got the ball for God. One presence, one power. God the good, omnipotent. So I went outside and I said, Cindy, you're such a good dog. You're so funny. Sit. So she says, lie down. She lies down. Then I go back in and there's a guy having a bowl of rice by the window. He was next to me. And he was Asian, and English was probably his third language. And so he sees me and he says, you have good dog. I said, thank you. She's a really good dog. And then he said, you train dog very good. I said, thank you. We did train dog good. And then he pauses to try to really get the right words. He goes, I think many dog training their people. Amen, brother. Because it's true. In other words, the essence of a dog's, God's essence, is trying to train us, to awaken us, to remember, help us remember the truth of what we are, which is that love, joy, and peace, which is God, which moves us up that scale. A dog like my dog Sydney is training